We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
180. Check 41. Hey, come on.
From the 16, Mayfield forced out to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A first down carry now for Miller. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to do?
And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That one good for 33 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Buying time to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On second down, it's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first and 10, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Watson, and an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. downs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Run. King. Who's off working? Check three.
They go with Chubb on second down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. It's caught to Charles. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Check 41. Point it right.
A toss play to Chubb.
Go.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Throwing. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check three. 56. 53 is the mark. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second and 9. Watson over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Back to throw. Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On first down, it's Miller. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Third and long. It's Watson. The 20. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin this drive with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Regular.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Alert!
From the gun, Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Alert. Jim.
Watson, off play action. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards, and the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Topper! They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, alert! Football.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got it open, and he completes it to Callaway. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Dunn in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson now to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the alert. Here we go. Time to go.
Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.